Welcome to Bourbon School. I'm Brian, and today we're talking bottle kills. February and March were huge months here for killing bottles, and we're going to go through every one and let you know if we'd buy them again. Coming right up. Okay, guys, so like I said, February and March were actually pretty busy months for killing bottles. A lot of that is because we had a ton of bottles that were near the end, and I was finally at the point where I was like, okay, let's start choosing to drink these and just kind of clear off some shelf space. So I'm going to go through the bottles we killed and just give you a quick thumbs up, thumbs down if we're going to buy them again here at Bourbon School. So I'm basically going to go from the most basic, easiest to find to some of the ones that were a little harder for us to get, and just kind of talk about how we felt about them. So the first bottle kill is Jim Beam Winter Reserve. I am going to say no to buying this one again. It was fine. It was really nice for 25 bucks. But a lot of the things that they advertise, like the vanilla and cinnamon, I didn't get. So this was a one and done for me. Like I said, it's a fine bottle, but like many Jim Beam bottles that we've had, it's kind of disappointing. All right, next, we're going to go with Buffalo Trace. Yes, I'll buy another Buffalo Trace. I'm not going to go out. It's like on my list of replacing, like bottles to replace. I'm not going to go out and rush to find one. If I find one for a decent price, of course, I'll buy one. It is becoming more plentiful around us. But the catch is it's sitting around 40 bucks everywhere where you can find it. I'd much rather get this for 30 or less. But if I find it, I'll get another one. All right, next, we've got a Penelope Toasted. I'm going to say yes, we're going to buy another one because Marianne really likes this. I am disappointed that they no longer do the Penelope Barrel Strength Toasted and that this has been proofed down to 100 proof, but it still is a good bottle. We love Penelope here, so we'll replace this eventually. Again, this one's not an emergency. It's not one we have to run in and get, but sure, we'll replace it. All right, next up, Knob Creek, just standard Knob Creek 9. Yes, this is going to be one we replace all the time. Knob Creek is becoming my all-star utility player kind of bottle. I like to sip it neat. It actually holds up even if you put a couple cubes in it, and it makes an excellent cocktail. Knob Creek is going to be that bottle that is always on my shelf because I love it, and it's also one that I feel good offering to other people because it's got some great bourbon flavors, and I think it'll make somebody who's new to bourbon kind of a believer. Next, Larceny Barrel Proof. So this was the A124. Will I buy more Larceny Barrel Proof? Absolutely. I don't really care about what the batch is. Larceny's starting to replace the ECBPs for me. I definitely am enjoying the Larceny Barrel Proofs better, so I think my focus is going to switch away from ECBP to these. So yes, I will buy more. I've got a couple back here on the... where did they go? Oh, back here on the shelf. I've got the B523 and the B524. I would like to find the C24 and the A25. So actively looking for those. So these are definitely ones to keep on the shelf and rebuy. All right, next, we've got a Same Old Moses. This is the bourbon finished in PX sherry casks. Yes, but probably not likely I'm going to get one anytime soon. Wanderfolk Spirit was kind enough to send us a couple bottles. This was one of the ones they sent us. I love their whiskey. Unfortunately, it's only available in Oklahoma and maybe a couple of states around it. So getting this anytime soon is going to be hard. But if I find myself in a place where they're selling it, I'm definitely buying. And really, I'd buy any of their labels because I've had 3 of them now and they've all been spectacular. So Wanderfolk Spirits is definitely a rebuy. All right, let's see what's next. Old Forester, single barrel. We finished this one. This is one of the ones I got from Ben at the Bourbon Note. Thank you, Ben. This is from 1010 Washington out in Minnesota. This was a absolutely fantastic bottle. Yes, I will rebuy these Old Forester Blue Labels, but I think I'm going to kind of tamp it down to one at a time. Right now, I've got several. I've got a couple sitting right here, and I've got one upstairs too. So before I killed this, I had 4 of these. There's no need for that, guys. I'm going to probably get another one once I open this one right behind me is not opened yet. Once I go through the other two and open that third one, that's probably at the point where I'll start going and looking for another one of these. They are becoming more plentiful in our area. For a while when we started this, they were kind of hard to find. Now I know of at least 2 stores up around Buffalo that have them, and they don't sell out as quickly as they did. So when it's time, it should be easy to get. But like I said, I'm going to switch to probably keeping one of these at a time instead of keeping a whole collection of them. All right, next we've got Penelope Marshmallow Toast. Actually, I do have another one of these already. It's sitting right up here. I do love the marshmallow toast. Like I said with that Penelope Toasted from earlier, I wish they had more of the barrel strength ones, and this one is barrel strength, 110 proof. We love the marshmallow toast. I'm glad we got a backup. Am I going to buy a third? I don't know. If a good opportunity comes across the table and we're able to grab one at a decent price and it's not a crazy secondary price, sure, I'll grab another one. But they're kind of hard to find around here. This one I got from our buddy Rob Walker, who got it from a buddy who was down in Florida. So if something like that comes up, I definitely would buy another backup because it is limited and it is something we love. You know, if I can't find it easily, I'm not going to pay a high price or really go hunting seriously for it. Okay, next, E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Will I buy another one? No. This was solidly unimpressive for me. I do have one up here. There we go. That one I actually won from a raffle on Brian and Deb's channel, Buffalo Bourbon Enthusiasts. Go check them out. So I won that one. So I do have a backup. Am I going to go buy another one? No. I know that at my raffle, at the end of April at Sheridan Wine and Liquors, she's got a few on the shelf. If I get picked and it's up there, I'm not buying it. E.H. Taylor Small Batch to me is a pretty average small batch bourbon. It's definitely not worth the hype to me, and it's not something I'm going to keep on the shelf on the regular. So this one's going to be a no. All right, next up, we've got Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast. Am I buying another one of these? If I say no, Marianne will kill me. Absolutely, we're buying another one of these. This is one of her favorite bottles across the board. She loves the Grizzly Beast. I think it's an excellent bottle. Sometimes it can be hard to find. Sometimes it can be expensive. So my thing is, if we could find it for, you know, that $70 to $80 price point, I'm definitely buying another one. But sometimes they get up to $100, and that's going to be a pass for me. But I do know of a couple places that have it at a reasonable price. So this is something I better go remedy quick and get another one, or else Marianne's going to get cranky with me. Finally on the list, we've got Weller CYPB. This was one of our first bottle kills back in February. I got this at a raffle, and I'm going to say no. Weller for me, you know this. We've talked about this a lot on this channel. Weller is solidly underwhelming. I did get a backup of the 107, which I'm happy for because that is really, in my opinion, the only Weller that's really worth it. CYPB was such a disappointment. It's a fine, inoffensive bourbon, but when you get a bottle like this and you know people are out there paying $300, $400, and $500 for it, and it's that highly sought after, you think this is going to be some crazy life-changing bourbon, and it's nothing near that. I paid, I think, $75 for it at a raffle. I wouldn't pay that again. I wouldn't. It's just, it's a very bland, plain, disappointing bourbon, and I definitely was not blown away by this purchase, and this is one I won't bother with anymore. And that's basically the CYPB, the 12, and the Special Reserve. I'm not chasing, and really the only Weller I'm going after is the Antique 107 at this point. I think I've had enough to understand that it's just okay bourbon. Okay guys, there's our kills for February and March. Let us know what you think. Would some of these that we wouldn't rebuy, would you rebuy? And some of the ones I said I'm gonna rebuy, would you think they're not worth the rebuy? Let us know in the comments, and let us know some of the kills you had, and if you thought they were worth it, if you thought they're something you definitely rebuy, or maybe something that's a one and done for you. And guys, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another episode of Bourbon School. Until next time, cheers.